Dan from SoFloDining. We're here at Padrino's in Plantation with Laura Padrino and Doris with a D.
Hi,
And
everybody.
we're going to talk a little bit about Padrino's and the family.
Great, sounds good.
So, Laura, first question of the afternoon is, how long have you been in business?
How long have we been in business as a family business? Since 1976. Obviously, I am not that old, but my grandparents started the business 76, gave it over to my dad, and now my brothers and I are at the helm. So there's three of us in the business, and we've been on for the last decade and a half. Yep.
And about how long have you been here at this location, this beautiful location?
Thank you so much. So this location specifically that we're at, we've only been here a year, but in the city of Plantation, we've been here for 31 years. So we were actually opened in the shopping center nearby, and we just moved over here with a brand new look only a year ago.
It's really beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Really beautiful.
Thank
And
you.
we did the grand opening.
Yes, we did.
We were here for the grand opening.
Yes, we were. We were also here for Mother's Day last
First
year.
Mother's Day.
That's right, that's right.
That was awesome. What style of food do you serve? We know, but we want everybody else to
Sure,
know.
yes. So
Yeah.
it's traditional Cuban cuisine. All the recipes are my grandmother's. So we say we're not chef-centric, but they're recipe-centered. All the recipes, like I said, are my grandmother's. We do not deviate from that. Her recipes are what we live by. Now I've come in and I've made a little, sometimes I remix things and I'll have a little fun and maybe we add a couple things, but her recipes, the traditional staples, the lechon asado, bistec de pollo, ropa vieja, picadillo, on and on and on, those are gonna be all from my grandmother.
And I think one of the reviews we did, one of the Padrinos, I said, this is original Cuban. This is not Nouvelle. It's not pretty. Not made fancy. This is Cuban cuisine.
Right.
eat at
So
home.
it's not fusion, so it should feel like it's your grandmother's cooking. At the same time, made fancy, I like to say we refine the presentation, so it's not going to be the falling off the sides of the plate. We also use really fresh ingredients, so it's not going to feel heavy. It's not going to be greasy. So we did try to refine the experience from what maybe typical Cuban, cuisine is, but it's still going to be traditional in all the recipes for sure.
What is your favorite dish?
Okay, imagine I've been eating this my entire life, so I'm not going to say how long that is, but it's more than 30 years. And I have had everything and got sick of everything, because that means when you've had everything, you kind of get tired of it. So right now, actually, I'll tell you my favorite right now. It's actually my creation. So I'm not saying it because it's my creation, it's because I love it right now. It's called the Cha-Cha chicken sandwich. So why is it called the Cha-Cha? It's so good, it makes you want to dance. So it's a chicken steak. So it's that grilled chicken breast that we do, and caramelized onions, mozzarella cheese melted. The bread gets the cilantro aioli pressed between Cuban bread, and it's just so good. You get sweet, savory, cheesy, gooey. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I know, you got to try it. It's new. We've only had it on for a few months now, but it's really popular. Yep.
Wow. And that was, you just led me into my next question.
Yeah.
What is your most popular dish?
Most popular, I mean, the chicken steak is always going to be super popular. That's that bistec de pollo, the chicken breast. Vaca frita is coming in hot, like people really love that. Churrasco, the skirt steak. Lechon asado, those are really traditional and typical dishes. So all, what you would imagine, like the traditional typical stuff, that's what's the most popular.
This is true.
What do you usually order, the chicken steak?
I usually get the
that's what he
ropa
gets.
vieja or the churrasco.
The churrasco?
That's usually and the lechon asado.
And the lechon?
Those
It's
are
the
the three.
lechon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also like the bites, the little,
Masa de puerco?
yeah.
So the fried pork chunks?
Yeah.
Those are very good. I think I like masas more than roast pork for me. Yeah.
And the tostones.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That goody sauce that you put on it. I don't
The
know what you
mojo?
call that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
the mojo. Yeah, the mojo.
Yeah.
Comes with, yeah.
Garlic mojo on the tostone for sure.
Now you guys make mojo here.
We make everything, yeah.
That's the difference. We've had it in other places,
That they
and I just put
buy
it to the side
Yeah.
because you get that. I want to say processed flavor.
Okay, yeah.
Acidic.
Right.
And here, like she said, we just poured it all over.
Yeah. Yep. Just don't kiss after that because it's very garlicky.
So, I was wondering, like, we're going to delve into your background a little bit.
Sure.
How did you come by being in the hospitality industry?
In the family business.
Yeah.
So imagine it was in my blood since forever.
Love
So third generation. So it's what I always saw, and I always, you know, it was modeled in front of me all the time. So I went to school actually for marketing. I don't know, I wasn't feeling it, even though that's my title right now is Director of Sales and Marketing. I switched to hospitality. I was like, oh, this feels like home. So, you know, just had a lot more traction there. It felt right, felt like a right fit. And actually, right after college, I went to the Conrad. It's a high-end hotel. Did that for a few years, and said, you know what? If I'm going to be working this hard, which I was working really hard. I'm going to do this for Padrino, my own last name, and not Hilton, and not somebody else. So after a few years, I came back. I actually had something to offer because at that point, I had some corporate experience that I was able to actually add value, and came on. And what I did was I started the catering, which we didn't have really before, a catering department, which now after over 10 years, it's quite successful. So it's something I'm very, very proud of. And now we have somebody that takes care of that, and I can do other things like design the restaurant and all the other stuff that I do. Yeah.
Yeah, the place absolutely shows that touch.
I was just gonna say, I love
what you've done with the place.
Thanks.
all the locations, but the Boca one, I saw the big change there.
Yeah.
This one here, incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely one of the funner parts of the job is, you know, that was my dad. Imagine, I didn't have design background. It was just, some people have an eye, if you will, and he trusted me to do Fort Lauderdale, which was, it used to be a melting pot. And then when we took over, we bought it, completely transformed it. He's like, oh wait, you can actually do this. So then I did it again, opened Dania Point, and that was, you know, I designed the front. And then Boca was the remodel. And then here was a new location.
I like how the family's incorporated here with the pictures.
Of course, there's always
Love
going to
that.
be family photos, always going to be that history, because that's where we came from. This one is different, this location, because actually if you look on in front of the bathrooms, that whole wall, instead of just being the old black and white, you have, you know, black and whites from Cuba to when we first got here. It's like my grandfather and like the first location. And then there's like this, oh, such a good picture. It's my grandmother holding me as like a little baby and my dad. So you see all three generations represented in one picture in front of the restaurant in Hallandale. So it's our old logo. So it's, yeah, through the years, you have photos obviously of my brothers and I. Really special. Yep.
That's what I was telling you. I don't know if you were aware during the grand opening. Your father took me down the hall
And explained all of
gave
them.
me the history.
Yeah.
The grand
I was
tour.
like,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah.
And so proud.
Yeah.
So proud. Some people tell you the history. It's like,
Yeah.
he is so proud of the history.
Yeah.
And as it should be. I mean,
Imagine, yeah. So what we're doing is honestly honoring their legacy. So it's like, how did you get into hospitality? I feel it as a higher calling, truly. Imagine my grandparents did all the hard work. My dad added to it, and then we're not going to squander that. So we had to honor their legacy, but it's truly, it's our honor to honor their legacy. It is not something that we do out of obligation or anything other than our true joy to be able to enhance on all the hard work that they put in.
I think you said it best when you said it's in the blood.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows the quality. I mean, we see your brother every time we've been. We see your brothers.
Yeah.
And we've said, like you said about the gift.
Yeah.
There's so many restaurants that we've been to where we see that gift was passed on and just taken advantage of.
Yeah.
And here you can see it's not. You guys are growing.
Beautiful legacy.
You guys are awesome.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Appreciate that.
Would you be open to giving us a little tour when we close? Not now, obviously.
A
But
tour of those.
yeah, just a little one.
Absolutely.
Great.
Absolutely. Happy
We'll
to.
take pictures or whatever.
Yeah. Happy to.
What about special events? Do you have anything coming up?
We
in
do.
the
Okay,
near
so
future?
we do. So this location, it's going to be our third. So we just started this, obviously, like I said, we just opened a year ago, but we're doing what we call Cuban style Saturdays. It's going to be the pig roast. It's outside here. It's a vibe, right? So we have, you know, fun music playing, and it's the full pig. We have a sangria bar, so you can do rosé, white, or red sangria. We have a tres leches with a topping bar. So it's our tres leches, and you can put a bunch of different things on top of it, really fun. And so that full buffet, and that is going to be on June 9th, which is a Saturday. June 8th. June 8th is a Saturday. And then June 8th as well, we'll have our Noche Cubana in our Fort Lauderdale location and Boca. So it's similar in that it's going to have the pig, but that one they actually do a paella as well. So that's in the evening. And yep, great success so far. Everyone loves coming out to those events.
is awesome. Well, we need to know where you can be found.
Yep. So
Your contact information and the hours of operation.
Easy enough. So the restaurant is Padrino's, and the website is padrinos.com. And everything is on there. So all the hours of operations, all the locations hold the same hours, but there's a locations tab. You can find all the addresses, all the phone numbers. You can order online directly through there. You can find more information about private dining on there, about catering. Everything can be found on padrinos.com. Also for our social media, on Instagram, it's at Padrino's Cuban. So be sure to follow us on there, because there you could just also, I love to use Instagram as like basically a Google Images, where I'm just looking at all the food, and so you can see what we offer and great photos of each of our dishes.
That's a great idea.
I was going to say too, on the website, the catering section is really good. Really detailed. A lot of places I go to, you get lost on there. Really detailed. I like it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, so we have our catering menu on there, but you also have a form you can complete, send over to our catering coordinator, or just contact him directly, and he can set you up with whatever you need, help you, guide you through the process. A lot of people don't know how much to order quantity-wise, so we can assist you in that. We take catering very seriously, so we want to make sure that we help everybody through that process.
Do you have anything else to add before we close?
I don't think so. Come visit us, Padrino's, all 5 locations. Obviously this new one here in Plantation, but all the other ones are excellent as well. Like I said, all of them are recipe-based, not chef-based, so you're going to get the same food, same experience everywhere, and hopefully experience the culture that we give as a family through all of the team members. Outside of that, just thank you. Thanks for coming out today. Thank you for this time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We totally appreciate you.
You're very
and what
welcome.
you're doing here is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Welcome to the community.
Thank you.
Even though you've been here for 30 some odd years.
Yeah, I've been here for a minute, but yes, we're happy to still stick around. Yes.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else to add,
No,
Chef?
that's it. That's it. I mean, come to Padrino's, our favorite Cuban.
Thank you. Thank you.
I
Appreciate
just want
that.
to say thank you one more time. SoFloDining. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you there. Bye.